This is Sugar Dolls Factory. Let's welcome our teacher, Daniella Cabrera Godinez.
Hello, welcome to the second episode of Sugar Dolls Factory. This is Daniella Cabrera from Mexico, and today we are going to have a very entertaining class. I hope you enjoy it and stay with me all these 45 minutes so you can walk away learning something new. Okay, so we're going to start from the basics to create dolls like this one. She's a cutie, isn't she? These kind of legs are basic legs. So then we will go to the intermediate, like this one, okay? So we will learn how to model the shape of the legs, okay? And after that, we will finish with the advanced techniques, okay? So how you can make a stand doll without, having any accidents, and how to make this kind of legs with high heels, something like this, different postures, okay? So you can get a lot of tips, and I know many of you already are modeling figures, but sometimes a small tip can help us to improve our skills. So thank you so much again for being here, and let's get started with our class. Okay guys, this is the supplies list we will need for this class. Styrofoam, any shape, only to attach the dolls, the legs that we are going to make. Okay, and we will need Dresden tools. If you have any kind, it's okay. And these plastic cutters, plastic knives, if you have any kind, okay, too. Cutter, okay, shortening, color dusts in different colors. I'm using pink, a very beautiful pink, blue, orange, and red. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this on the side so I can continue. Okay, fondant, skin tone, tips. This is number 4 and this is number 7, round tips. Okay, you can use any tip that you have round, or you can also use something that is round. I have this stick, I don't know, it's plastic, but it's round. Okay, wire, any kind of wire that you can work with. Okay, I think this is number 18. Scissors, manicure scissors and regular scissors. Skewers, or wood sticks or bamboo sticks. 2 different brushes, one bigger than the other. A smoother, this is optional, but I suggest that you get your smoother to the table. Okay. Additionally, we will need some of these things so we can cut the wire. Okay, I forgot the name. I always forget something. Alcohol or lemon extract to paint. Okay, and a paper towel so you can clean your hands if you feel sticky because of the shortening or something. Okay, so I think this is it. Maybe I will show you something in the process, another tool, but I think this is everything that we will basically need. Okay, so let's go to the class. Okay, for today's class I want to start with a quick demo on how I how I make my different skin tones. I always use white fondant, orange fondant, and chocolate fondant. Okay, I mix them and I make different skin tones. I always start with the white fondant. Okay, and I use shortening in my hands so the fondant will not stick to my hands because I have very hot hands. Okay, so let's continue. I'm kneading the fondant so I can add a small amount of orange. Please check that I am only using a small pinch of orange fondant so I can get a light skin tone. Okay, so we have to knead very well so the colors mix perfectly and we can get the skin tone that we want. Okay, I'm going to take a small piece of that fondant. I'm going to let this one here and I'm going to add more, well, not more. I'm going to add to the next tone chocolate fondant so you can see that we can get a tan color skin only by mixing or adding the chocolate fondant. As you can see, we have a very beautiful tan tone or dark, more dark tone, skin tone. And for this one I am adding more orange to the first mixture that I made, and I'm going to take a little bit more of chocolate fondant so you can see the different skin tones that we can get by mixing only 3 colors. Okay, so that's it. If you want a darker one, you can use the chocolate fondant just like it is. And the next step is that I'm going to start making a sausage like this with my hand, but I always recommend to use a smoother like this so you can work better. You don't touch the fondant so much with your fingers, with your hands if you have hot hands like me. Okay, so you can start making this like a sausage and then you will make more thin the edges. You can also make with this part of your hands. I am only making it like on the side like this. Look what I am doing. I am trying to make the 2 edges more thin and the center is going to be thicker. Okay, so this is how we can start making the legs. Okay, many of us always make one leg and then the other one. I prefer to make the both legs at the same time. This will save me time and I will not make any mistakes by making the same leg twice. Okay, so the next step is that I am going to just fold the fondant in half and with a spatula or a plastic knife I'm going to cut in the center just like this. Okay, I'm sorry, it's very hot right now where I live, so the fondant is sticky and if you add my hot hands to it. Okay, so we have the cut in the middle, in the center, and then we are going to put like this okay, and we are going to stand the leg. So the part that we cut is going to be the bottom or the back of the feet. Okay, so the only thing that I have to do is press on the sides like this, just a little bit, and on the top with my finger like this, And finally, you only have to touch very softly on the top, so you can extend or make more big this part of the foot. And in the back, for the ankle, I will only press like I am making a diamond with my fingers, okay, like this. Imagine that you are making a diamond, only on the back, so you can get this shape for the ankle, like this. So this is a basic leg. You can also, here in the middle, with your finger, this finger has we have a bone in here. I don't know if you can feel it. Touch your finger. We have this bone, and it's magical bone because it helps you a lot when you are modeling. If you make this, you are marking now the back of the knee, like this. If you make here, you are marking the back of the ankle, and when you put the leg in position, you have the shape of a basic leg, okay? If you want to mark the knee, the only thing that you can do is maybe draw a smile or a half circle in the front, like this. I have seen that many people makes 2 points on the sides to make it look more cute. I don't do it, but in case that you want to try, it's a good tip. Okay, so now I have my leg, and the next step for this basic doll leg is to draw or to mark the shape of the shoe. For this doll, I want her to have a very cute ballerinas, so I am only marking all around like this, and in the front I am going to try to mark a curve like this. Well, if you can do it better than me, it will be great. Just like this. And if you want her to have something like to hold the shoe, I can't remember the name, you can also mark with the plastic knife. Okay, so this is a basic shoe. This is a basic doll's leg. This is the first one that you can learn. It's very basic. Cross your legs. We will continue after these messages.
I have 3 questions for you. Do you love all things cake? Do you want to learn from some of the world's best cake artists? Do you want to be part of our growing community of over 200,000 members? Then get yourself over to cakeflix.com. We've got some amazing deals on right now. We offer a 365-day support plus the most amazing Q&A service. You can now view us on all the main streaming services. So what are you waiting for? Head over to cakeflix.com now and become part of the Cakeflix family.
Hello again. I just started to paint the shoes of my doll. As you can see, I am using blue color dust with alcohol, and the marks that we made are going to help me to stay inside of the line. Okay, so it's very easy, very simple. That way you will not have any mistake, And if you are using color dusts with alcohol, you can always clean with water. We can always put extra details like stars or hearts or flowers to our doll's shoes to make them look more beautiful, okay, and sweet. So this is it, stars. Okay, I made the same steps from the first one, from the first legs, and only thing we are going to make from here is that we're going to mark a line on the bottom like this, so we can check where the fingers are going to end, okay, or to start. Remember, this is from behind, and now we are going to make it on the top. Okay, so we will start by marking the fingers. Okay, I'm going to cut in 3 like this, and then in halves 2 sides. I'm going to put small points to divide all the fingers, and with the tip I'm going to mark the nails. This is very easy, as you can see, and it looks beautiful. Okay, so now we have to finish the shape of the fingers in the bottom. I am opening a little bit more so it will look more defined, like this. Now we have to trace the arch, the foot arch, so it will look more realistic and nice. So now we have marked the fingers. I am tracing or marking behind the knees, so the shape of the leg looks more defined. Okay, remember, this is a basic to intermediate doll. These marks are for the wrinkles that the little girls or boys have, and I just marked the knees, the knee and the back of the knee. There we go. We have 2 beautiful legs for our sugar dolls. Okay, this is going to be more defined by using the color dust, the orange. I am only marking or making shades with the color dust in dry. I am painting and then I'm removing with my fingers because I don't want it to look very intense. It's only to make like the shades of the foot, just like this. In case that you are going to sit on the floor your doll, this will look very beautiful. I am marking again because sometimes by holding the foot we sometimes erase some lines. Again, the arch, the foot arch, and then I am only twisting a little bit or folding a little bit the knees in a right angle, just to make them look more defined. Okay, they look beautiful, really. When you see a doll sitting in the floor with all these details, the people just say, I love it. So here we have our beautiful doll legs, and we can now use them to put on a cake. Okay, but first I'm going to show you how to put the sticks in the legs only by twisting. You have to be very careful, but once that you dominate this technique, you can make everything you want. Okay, I am only twisting, and that's it. I got it. So I'm going to make the other leg. So we have the two legs with the sticks, and then we can continue making the top of our doll. But now, or today in this episode, let's remember that we are only making legs, so we have a lot of things to learn still from this class. Okay, look how beautiful they look. You can also put on the edge or the or the side of the cake or something like that, and they will look adorable. Okay, so now I'm just putting the legs like this, and I'm going to attach with some skewers only to let them dry, and after maybe an hour, a couple of hours, I will continue my modeling. But today I am only showing you how to make legs, so save all these legs for later, because in the next episodes we will see how to finish these beautiful dolls, and you are going to love them. I promise. Really, cross my heart. Okay, so we are done with this, and look how beautiful they look. And okay, so we will continue after this short break. See you in a minute. Don't go. Hello, welcome back to the class. I want you to meet Yumiko. She is one of my favorite dolls. She is part of the collection Keep Calm and Make a Doll. So I want to show you with her something that we are always wondering or worried about. It's how can I make my doll or my doll make it look more like stylish, maybe that's the word, or more look like a human. Okay, you only have to check the measures of every part of the body, so you will not have any problems. I use a rule that never fails me. Okay, it's to cut in half everything, okay, in halves. So for the bodies of my dolls, I always try to with my fingers, it's only an approximate measure from the ankle of the feet of my dolls to the hips, maybe something like this. Okay, with only with my fingers I move from the hips to the head, and if the size is the same, the doll is good. If the size is different, if I measure here and then this part is short, the doll is going to look like weird. Or if the legs are shorter than the body, it will look again like not good. Sorry, but I can't remember the name, but you always have to check the balance between both sides of parts of the body. So if you cut everything in halves, you will always have a great results, any kind of doll. Okay, so for the legs, we are always going to cut in half too, from the ankle to the knee, and from the knee to the hips. Okay, and if the measure is right, you got it. So let's continue with the next part of our class. Okay, it's time to begin with the sexy legs. I have fondant here. I'm gonna make the same steps that I made for the basic dolls. Okay, starting from this point. Okay, we're going to thin the edges. Very good. Okay, the other side. And remember, we have to make, or we have to let the center thicker than the edges. Okay, we're going to fold and check that both legs are even. If not, we are going to roll a little bit more. That's it, we got it. And I'm gonna cut the center. That's it. So again, this size I'm going to cut to check 3 points. In this point, I'm going to roll with my finger. Remember the magic bone. Okay, both legs like this. Perfect. I'm going to close up a little bit more the camera so you can see better. Okay, we have to try to extend or make more skinny this part of the leg. Okay, and then we're going to make the diamond like the other ones and try to make the sides look skinny. Okay, remember the diamond like this, and then I'm going to press like this with my finger to extend, and I'm going to check that both sides are equal and straight. Look how they look on the side. Let's check again. We have to try to make them look the same, equal. And then I'm going to mark the back of the knee. Okay, like this with my finger. Check this. I'm going to make the same thing with the other leg. Like this. Remember, always we have to make the back of the knee in the middle from the ankle to the hips, and then I'm going to mark very well this part with a bigger diamond with my fingers. I'm going to make again so you can see in the other leg like this. We are not pushing very hard, it's very smooth, so we can only try to define more the shape of the leg. Okay, that's it, we got it. Okay, now we have to check that they are correctly and equal, and then I'm going to fold a leg. These are ballerina legs. If you start with these legs, you will be able to make the other shapes for the other legs. Okay, I'm going to mark the diamond again for the knee like this. remember, with my fingers. This is like the bone that looks more makes the leg looks more realistic. So we're going to push a little bit and check always the sides that they are smooth and even. And finally the feet, that they are the same. Okay, now I'm going to trace a line to make the shoe, the ballerina shoe. Okay, and we can paint this ballerina shoe in pink color. I don't think I will have enough time to make it in this class, but you can make it in your home, and you can send me, if you want, pictures, and I know you're gonna make a beautiful job. So let's mark the other one like this, and that's it. We have a beautiful ballerina legs. Okay, I'm cutting a triangle behind the knee so I can fold better the leg, and it will look much better. You can use glue to 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 attach both sides of the leg. I can remember the name. How can I say? I am not using glue because my fondant is still soft, so this is only for your reference, so you can see how they look. You can make a lot of different positions for these beautiful legs, and you can always use this in a cake or whatever you want. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to use this fondant. It's a little darker skin tone, and I am making the same steps again. Remember that we did with the other legs, it's the same. Okay, so this is like a kind of practice or resume of what we were doing in the other legs. Again, the same steps. Okay, for this, again, I'm going to cut in the center or in the middle both legs, and I'm going to mark the ankle of the toes like this. Remember again the diamond like this, but in this case we are only making the same things or the same steps that we were making in the other legs, but we are going to let the foot of the leg just like this. Okay, because here comes the magic. I'm pushing with my finger, and then I'm going to, oops, sorry, the camera moved. It was my fault, so sorry. Okay, let's continue. The part of the front must be straight, and then I'm going to cut like this with my cutter, and the other side, so I can put the dress then inside and try to model the heel of the shoe. And then I'm going to cut the sole like this, so they look more defined. In the other side, we are going to make the same steps. We're going to push with the Dresden to make it look more like a high heel shoe. Okay. Now I'm marking the line. You can also make boots with this technique. You can mark under the knee a line, and then you have a beautiful boots. So there are a lot of things you can do with this kind of technique, and you can also mark the knee like this. Look how beautiful it looks. Remember, it has to be straight on the front, so the shape of the leg looks more beautiful and realistic. I'm going to make the same steps in the other one, but I want to show you. I don't want to make both legs with high heels. I want to show you more things. So in this leg, we are going to change a little bit the steps in the part of the foot, and we're going to press like we did with the ballerina, but a little bit harder. Remember to respect the ankle, and look, you can always make a small movement here in the tip of the foot, and now I am cutting the tip, and I will mark the bottom of the foot like this, and then 2 cuts. 1, 2. We make three spaces, and then I am going to cut. I cut the other 2 in halves and mark the dots, or make the dots for each toe, and then we are marking like in the basic doll. That's why it's very important to learn from the basics, start from the basics. So when you have to make something more elaborate, you have the basis for making more complicated or more defined designs. I'm marking the nails, and again I'm checking that everything is right, smooth, and we have another leg now with the fingers and everything. You can use this one sorry, you can use this one to make another kind of doll, or maybe a man's leg. Okay, if you don't mark the fingers, you can use it and trace lines like the shoes, like I don't know, maybe sports shoes or something like that. Or just leave it like this and imagine that he is on the beach, and he has no shoes. So these are the 3 different kinds of modelings for this, and we will be right back after this short break. Okay, now that we have different legs, I hope you like these techniques. We are going to the hardest part. It's to put a wire inside the leg. Okay, I'm going to press a little bit. If you have seen the plastic dolls, like the Barbies or any other kind of dolls, they have something like this, and I'm going to I am just pushing the wire through the center of the leg, and it has come out. This part is going to help me to attach the leg to the styrofoam, so I can put this leg stand. Okay, that's how we make the bodies stand up, just like this. Okay, I recommend that you wait for a few minutes or maybe half hour to continue when you are modeling. This is another option. If you want only straight legs, you can use always a skewer or a bamboo stick or a wood stick, and make the same step, twisting. I am twisting the stick and pushing through the leg. I am taking care and being very, very careful not to trespass the skin of the leg. So we have to make it very smoothly and take our time to get to this point. So if you dominate this, you can do anything, I promise, anything that you want to or you wish to have to make with a doll. Okay, because the more difficult thing is to learn how to introduce a wire or a stick inside the leg without destroying it, without deforming. It's very complicated, even if it looks easy. I hope it will be easy for you with these instructions, but please do not feel disappointed if you can't make it at the first try. Okay, this takes practice, a lot of practice, but I promise you will make it, you will do it, and I hope you can send me your pictures once you have made your practices. Okay, I didn't want to put wire or sticks in the ballerina legs because we are running out of time, okay? But I think with this you will make it. I hope you have enjoyed this class, and I can't wait to see you here the next week, the next Friday, with more surprises. I have a great surprise for you. So here they are, all the legs that we made today. I think they look so cute and pretty, and you will have a lot of ideas from this coming up from your imagination. So send me pictures, tag me if you post your modelings, and I hope you have learned something new with these techniques that I have shown you. So see you the next one. Love you. Bye. Okay guys, it's time for me to say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the class, and don't forget to stay tuned every Friday at 7 p.m. UK time here on Cakeflix TV for a new episode of Sugar Dose Factory. So stay tuned, stay safe, stay at home. See you soon, and kisses for everyone. Bye bye. See you the next one. Bye. I always forgot. This is Daniella Cabrera from Mexico. Now I can say goodbye properly. Okay? See you the next Friday. Don't miss it. I love you all. Bye. Bye now. This is the final. Bye. Okay guys, it's time for me. Okay guys, it's time for me to say goodbye for now. So see you next weekend. Remember Okay guys, it's time for me to say goodbye. But remember, you can always come back. Okay guys, it's time for me to say goodbye now. I hope you enjoyed the class. Don't forget